Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hey!
It is Pixel Artist here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. It is time to begin the second episode.
The next
adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
Yeah.
That's going to be a long-ass video title for today. I don't even know if the rest of the... hopefully I don't have the character limit for the titles, because there is a character limit for YouTube titles, and that might be cutting it close. We're going to... I'll find out. If it's abbreviated, hopefully understand why. But let's go ahead and do this. And also, hopefully this time around, the casino worked correctly. One of the people that was actually on the team that helped make the Scarlet Project redo, one of the people actually contacted us and gave us tips to try and help avoid that, which we've done in the settings. So we'll find out, because I'm sure this will have a opening anime cutscene, and hopefully it runs at regular speed.
Yeah.
If not, then I blame my computer, as I should all the time.
It's definitely your computer.
It usually is my computer anyways, but let's see. Beginning. Yes, I would like to. There we go.
Interesting.
Fancy. 6:37 a.m. That's way too early for me.
9th of January.
All right, aboard the steamship SS Al Claire. All clear. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
More cutscene.
Ooh.
それでは謎解きを始めるとしようか。この奇怪なる殺人事件、その真相をね。失礼。犯行時、扉は内側から缶抜きがかかっていた。缶抜きに細工された痕跡はない。犯行の際、この現場は完全な密室状態だったわけだ。被害者は死の間際にメッセージを残したようだ。ここに落ちているインクを使って書いたと考えられる。ロシア語。
I was gonna say that's Russian.
被害者はロシア人ということか。文字に全く乱れは感じられない。被害者は相当意志が強かったのだろう。見たことのない妙な文字だな。筆跡はこのメッセージとは明らかに違う。いや、これはむしろ人種が違うと断言してもいいかもしれない。
There's friggin' steampunk stuff going on. I love it.
名を張ったのは犯行時間の直前、被害者自身だったようだな。ほう、これはこれは。一体貴様は何なんだ。好き勝手しやがって。
そうです。海洋警察が到着するまで現場に手を触れず待つべきだ。
その必要はない。どうやら今から5秒以内に諸君を犯人に紹介できそうだ。バカを言うな。殺人現場だぞ。しかも奇怪な密室殺人だ。それでは密室の謎、その封印を解くとしましょうか。
まさかその中に犯人が。
一体君は何者なのだ。僕は大英帝国が誇る世界の名探偵なのです。シャーロック・ホームズ。もしかして知らないとか。
Well then, we met
There
him.
he is. The man, the myth, the legend, the Sherlock Holmes.
He is That's steampunk detective going on.
It's wonderful. All right. Ugh, my head is pounding. What's going on? The room seems strangely noisy. Huh? I can't move.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Whoa, what is this? Aren't these handcuffs? Okay, I guess that's probably gonna be him, so I have to find a voice for
Yeah.
the big man.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. Oh God, this is the most there's been about a voice in a long time. Elementary, my dear Watson. How's that? How's it feeling? I don't know. I was waiting for input from you, but then you just laughed at me.
I mean...
What are you thinking? Help me, guide me here.
Well, you can't really do a British accent like I can. And if you do a British accent, it'll sound like... Because you've always done a British accent with this kind of tone. You've never done it normally. You've never done it like this, is what I'm saying. You've always had it with some kind of, you know, voice with it. It's not just your voice.
Pressure's on. Oh God. I don't know. Naruhodo's too close as a regular voice to go alongside with a regular voice with an accent on it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can always go with Dirk's voice.
No, that wouldn't fit.
Like a low-key Dirk.
No.
I don't know.
So finally awake.
No,
Oh, that's not him. Damn it!
It wasn't even him.
It wasn't even worth it. I've got to remember that, though. I was actually kind of semi-proud of that one, but even if we found you from that wardrobe, you still refuse to wake up. You got some damn guts.
Why is he? Why does he sound like the sergeant?
Guess he got caught after all.
Oh God.
That's right. Looks like you understand the situation, you damn criminal.
What?
All this time, no respect that scum like you could have been hiding in that tiny wardrobe. I'm sorry. At this point, it'd be best if you just come clean and confess your sins. Unless you're ready to be cast down into the sea through that porthole. All right, I'll tell you everything. I don't remember the voice already. I lost it already. I can't remember
we don't even
it.
know if it's him or not.
But if it is, it needs to be it.
Well, then just remember the sentence. That's what I do.
I can't even remember the voice. I literally lost it already.
Oh no.
I can't play it back or anything. It doesn't exist yet.
It was like a slightly British, not as boisterous Dirk, pretty much.
Oh God, I'm now all confused. Hang on, I can do this. I can do this. Please, please, please be him and not someone else and not be worthless at all. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's probably gonna be somebody else.
And please answer one question for me.
Yep, that was it. That was the voice.
I recognize that voice.
Well, he recognizes it, so it's not him. I knew
Damn
it was her. Then please answer one question for me. Why in heavens did you take his life?
Is it Susudo? Hold on a second. What do you mean, took his life? Where is he? Where's Asogi? Are you serious?
No. No! Don't give that look.
Ha! This is honestly fake ignorance. You murdered him with your own hands. You can't fool us. Huh?
Kazuma. His corpse was just discovered a short time ago. No!
Oh no!
He was found inside this cabin with the latch shut on the inside.
No! Asogi's corpse? Oh no. Don't start giving us stupid excuses like, I'm still dressing, I forgot. Asogi is dead? That can't be. Then these handcuffs are...
I shall ask you once more. Why? Why did you take Kazuma's life? Please answer me at once.
Ah!
That sounded so insincere.
I can't scream. Asogi, half a month ago.
I had a feeling, man, it was doing that whole farewell thing
Yeah.
that writers like to do.
Sure, really be doing something this extreme? Or should we be doing something this extreme? You're being smuggled into an international exchange student's cabin. Quite the thrill, don't you think? When that Russian sailor brought your carry-on luggage here, I swear I was gonna die. He just threw me out on the floor with all the strength he had. Well, not me, per se, but the trunk I was stuffed in. Nevertheless, it's surprising. Never expected that you would really fit into that trunk so snugly. You're so much more compact than you appear. Shut up, I seriously thought my spine was going to snap. There are 50 days until we disembark on the shores of the Great British Empire. It'll be fine, you won't be found as long as you keep yourself in this cabin. This will definitely rip my head off if they find me. That's true. All the Russian sailors here are incredibly brawny. That aside, why are we keeping this a secret from your legal assistant? Legal assistant Mikatobi, you mean? That girl's on your side, isn't she? An introduction wouldn't hurt. I highly doubt she'd rip my head off, at least. If she were to find out about you, then she'd become an accomplice to us. Better for this secret to be kept between the two of us. Partner. Partner! If you say so. Okay. Why are you crying? Flashback. Well, what concept of time do you have? Okay. Now then, it's almost time for the next sailor to take his cleaning patrol. It might be cramped, but go hide in there. If you're just squeezing yourself into that trunk, it should be a breeze. Jeez, that sailor randomly decides to open the door. It's all over, you know. Come on, it'll be fine. If you're so worried, why not write "Do not open" on that piece of paper over there? Huh? I'll paste the firmly on that wardrobe door there for you.
Oh, so that's what that thing was.
Yeah. Since then, it's been half a month. Never have thought that something like this would happen en route to the Great British Empire. In any case, we'll drop you off at the next port. Until then, don't you dare try anything funny. You damn murderer. Murderer? Please hold on a second. Didn't I tell you already? Confess your crime. That is not what I was referring to. It's true that I was smuggled onto this ship, but I could never kill someone. You're an impossible culprit. Just give up and accept your punishment. He was killed by a snake. Calling it. Susanoo. Please hear me out. Let me tell you what happened.
Very well. There's something I need to ask you about as well.
Susanoo's eyes are burning so fiercely. I get the feeling that I won't be waking up from this nightmare. Anyway, I should listen to what she has to say. About death.
Yeah.
So it's really true? He was murdered? And these handcuffs are because I've been accused? Accused on suspicion of murdering Asogi?
When Kazuma was first discovered, this room was completely locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside?
It would have been impossible to enter the cabin. The door was latched from the inside. In other words, even if the culprit could have gained entry, they could not have escaped.
What?
It follows that the killer was inside the cabin. It's the only conclusion that makes sense.
Obviously, they went through the thing that's right above where I was hiding. See there in top corner? Look at that bit. Look at that air vent. Right there. He went right there. It was a snake, and it went through there.
Oh my gosh. Would you like to raise any objections?
How could this be? So how on earth did he die?
You just committed the crime this morning, and yet you intend to feign innocence?
Please, I'm begging you.
The cause of death is not yet clear.
So they don't know exactly how he died?
The ship's doctor is investigating, but he isn't adequately trained to perform autopsies. Specific details may have to wait until we reach the next port.
That means the body has no obviously fatal injuries, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So maybe he can live on. We can save him. CPR.
Oh.
I can do it. I volunteer.
I volunteer.
What exactly happened here? Why was Asogi's life taken away from him?
I'm sure that you know the answer to that.
Huh?
After all, you were here the entire time.
You're right, of course, but...
He would always be up for dawn, ready to greet the morning with his daily training. And I would always be waiting for him outside his cabin.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats,
Oh my god.
and a 10-kilometer run around the perimeter of the ship every day.
Every day.
Until my hair falls out.
No,
Oops,
stop.
that was my life. Never mind.
Stop. Stop. However, the usual routine didn't happen today. He never came out of his room.
So by that time, Asogi was already... Oh.
I tried knocking on the door, but there was no response. I was worried, so I decided to call for a sailor's help. The door's bolt was no match for the strength of several grown men. It broke open. And when we rushed into the cabin, we found Kazuma lying on the floor.
Why would he write a name in Russian?
Yeah.
His body must have been lying where that outline of tape is now. I was in the cabin, but still oblivious to everything that happened. So I must have been asleep inside the wardrobe the whole time.
Allow me to make my stance very clear. I don't believe that sounds plausible.
You think I want to believe that's what happened?
Alright, I've told you everything I know. Now it's your turn to speak.
Okay, I understand. The back of my head is starting to throb again.
To start with, why are you even on board this steamship in the first place? I'm certain I heard something about a stowaway earlier.
Yes, well, that sounds about right. It's been half a month since we left Japan. I've been hiding in this cabin the entire time.
I wasn't aware. So you sneaked behind Kazuma's back and hid yourself away inside his cabin?
No, that'd be impossible if you could pull off something like that.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Asogi was actually the one who asked me to come along. He wanted us to travel to the Great British Empire together.
Kazuma asked you to do that? Can I ask what his reason was?
Partner.
Partner.
That's something that even I'm not sure of.
Even you aren't sure.
Hey, Asogi, tell me why already.
Tell
Am I
me
going this far?
why.
Just take me along to the Great British Empire.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Drama. I've been thinking about it for a while now, ever since the end of that trial. I know you heard me when I said it to you then. You're meant to be an attorney. Yeah, I remember, but you weren't really being serious, were you? You've got the talent, I guarantee it. Well, I don't plan on becoming an attorney whether you think I'd be any good at it or not. Well, that's something you have to decide for yourself. London's in the vanguard of the modern world. It's a bustling metropolis of culture. There's no harm in seeing that world for yourself, is there? Of course not. That much goes without saying. Truth be told, I also have a selfish reason for going through with this. Partner. If you were to become an attorney, then someday... Someday, what? Never mind. It's nothing. Eh?
Proposal. There was a certain subject that Kazuma often spoke about to me. I want to change Japan's judicial system, he would say. Perhaps he wanted to carry out that mission with you at his side.
Yes, that might be possible. I'm very curious as to what his true motivations were. I'll never know. Oh. While we were talking about that, his eyes, they seemed dark in a way I've never seen before. I'm really sorry that we didn't tell you about the stowaway situation.
Well, this is Kazuma we're talking about. I'm sure he didn't want me to have anything to do with it instead of being an accessory to crime.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just as we both expect from Asogi. Last night.
If you really aren't the culprit, then allow me to ask you a question. What happened in this cabin last night?
You don't want to know. I mean,
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't really remember. Yeah, that's it. Last night, Asogi brought his meal to the cabin, as usual. And after that, I climbed into the wardrobe for the night, as usual. I sleep in a closet. It's kind of painful. My neck is destroyed. And then I
assume you fell asleep?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that while someone murdered Kazuma, you were sound asleep?
Yes, that's how I remember it. Look, I know how suspicious it sounds, but I swear it's the truth. When I finally did wake up, I found myself in handcuffs. And on top of that, for some odd reason, my head has been throbbing.
Huh?
I think I got knocked out. Is something the matter?
No. Everything is fine.
Anyway, you have to believe me, I'm not the real culprit.
Trust me, it's not as if I don't want to believe you. But I can't think of any other way that this crime could have been committed.
Why, Asogi? Why'd you have to die like this? I have to do something.
Do not move a muscle! As the culprit, you're forbidden to leave the scene of your crime.
I'm not gonna accept that. Asogi was murdered and I wasn't able to do a thing to help him. Do you honestly think that I can just sit here and do nothing?
And just what exactly do you intend to do?
I'll investigate his death from start to finish, as thoroughly as I can. I'll investigate who killed him, I'll investigate how and why they killed him. So please, excuse me.
Whoa. Oh, wait.
Did she just throw me at the
She
wall?
just went,
And threw me at a wall.
Yep.
Whoa. When? Where?
That was the Susato toss.
Susato toss? I don't think I've heard of this move.
I love the angle now.
Yeah.
In that case, prove it to me.
Huh? Prove what?
If you are truly innocent, then show me your evidence.
But how can I do that?
You already forgotten, not long ago, you're acting as your own defense on trial.
Oh, so that's it. I'll need to present some decisive evidence. I need to get Susato on my side. I need to show her evidence. What evidence will prove my innocence?
The seal that Asogi slapped over the wardrobe door is known as it can be read by others.
When you discovered me earlier, did you find this stuck on that wardrobe over there by any chance?
Why, yes, I do recall something like that.
Because I think he's probably going to say it here is that my thought was, it's like, listen, if I killed him and then went into the wardrobe, how would I have gotten that to seal my door on the wardrobe? You see, whenever I went to sleep, Asogi would always paste this on for me. It was meant to keep the sailors from opening the wardrobe. And of course, last night was no different.
Oh! Now that you mention it, just before we found you, we pulled off that very seal you speak of.
If I was a criminal, then in order to enact my crime, I'd have torn off this seal as I exited the wardrobe.
Indeed, there would be no other way.
In other words, it would be impossible for me to be Asogi's murderer.
Even when you're down on your back. I can see why Kazuma thought so highly of you.
Susato? If it's alright with you, would you kindly help me up then? I can't feel my feet anymore.
Or my head.
I think you might have broken something.
Very well. In light of this new information, I will allow you to investigate the scene as you wish.
Thank you very much. Have I cleared my name then?
No.
Oh. What?
Not yet.
Oh.
It's still possible that you used some sort of strange sorcery to reattach that seal.
Who the fuck am I, Harry Potter? So what kind of person do you think I am? A wizard?
You're a wizard, Ryu. First of all, let's thoroughly investigate the scene. I will accompany you.
Got it. Let's do this, Susato.
Please do not misunderstand my intentions. As I said, my doubts are not yet entirely resolved.
What?
To make sure that you do nothing to vandalize the crime scene, I will be observing you closely. Do not dare to use any strange sorcery to get rid of any evidence you might find.
All right.
Boy, this seems familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Remember Rafa?
Yeah,
I'm watching you.
pretty much. All sorcery aside, my first objective is examining this cabin. Christ. Asogi, hope you're watching. I will avenge you.
I
Alright,
had a bad feeling that he would be offed, man. I could feel
We
it,
talked about everything.
and I don't like that I was correct.
Oh, I slide, and I can slide. Okay, number one, I want to look at this because I noticed this, and that's obviously the key to this whole story.
I believe that's an air duct. It's a sort of hole that keeps the air in the cabin circulating instead of getting stale.
This seems pretty mysterious.
Mysterious in what way?
This air duct, it obviously leads through the wall and into the cabin next door.
Yes, you appear to be right.
But if you wanted fresh air, wouldn't it be better to have an air duct connect to the outside?
Yes, that makes sense. Maybe it's to avoid having rain blown into the ship if a raging storm approaches.
Ah, maybe that's it.
They're all just like, what is that? I don't know, man. Come to think of it,
What is it, Susato?
whenever I examine things, I feel as though my vision begins to narrow.
Uh-oh, that can't be a good sign.
I'm sure you're already aware of this, but it's almost like my eyeballs have some sort of zoom feature. You can use the left and right buttons on the bottom screen to look around.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's make sure not to miss a single corner during our investigation.
Buttons? What? Sure, you're right. That's exactly what I've been doing. I think my vision just narrowed a bit too. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. All right. Bed. No, bed's not important. Wardrobe.
It's been half a month since we left Japan. And all this time you've been crammed into that wardrobe?
Can you refrain from saying the word crammed?
Please pardon me. Let's say you enjoyed the voyage from the comfort of your own personal hiding place.
Well, I had to stay hidden since we had no idea when sailors might enter the cabin. It's the reason I was crammed inside the wardrobe for most of the trip.
Jesus.
Of course, I was stuck in there through all the night as well.
All the night? The entire night? You sure about that?
You're too young for this. Listen, stop.
So because of that, you didn't wake up during the murder?
It hurts so much to think about it. All right, desk.
Kazuma must have spent last night reading and writing at this very desk.
His London travel journal. Left incomplete before he could even make it there.
Apparently the last sentence on the final page was left unfinished.
Does this mean the incident occurred while he was in the middle of writing this entry? Let's read it. It might contain a clue. Ow!
You mustn't do that! Even if the owner is lost to us, you can't just read someone else's journal. It's improper!
It's evidence! but for all we know, there might be something important written inside. All right, fine. I won't read it. God.
Kazuma.
Sounds like I actually want to go prying through Asogi's personal belongings. But I also know that we need to find as many clues as possible. For his sake.
Goodness gracious.
Alright, the trunk I came in. Or wait, can we investigate the pipe? Nope. Can't
How old is she?
investigate that.
Can you check?
Probably people. She is 16.
Oh, she's 16, yeah.
And he's 23.
Yeah.
Alright, let's look at the box.
Which I'm guessing we're around his age.
I would assume, because
Yeah.
we're classmates of sorts.
That's quite a large trunk.
They had to fit a large me in it.
A large me.
It's more like a big box of memories for me now.
Big box of memories. Memories? I don't quite follow.
To tell you the truth, we used the trunk to transport me abroad during embarkment.
How the fuck? Oh, that explains this warning label. Do not turn upside down.
Yeah, I should have known better than to think the sailors would be able to read that.
Oh.
So it was flipped over and thrown, tossed and flipped over again, so many times.
Smuggling a person isn't an easy thing to do, is it?
And yet, it's still 1,000 times better than going up against a Susanoo toss. God. All right, now there's all kinds of the bad stuff on the ground over here.
Kind of like Athena, because doesn't Athena?
She did the one toss, I think, when it was in the village.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she was like,
She flipped a police officer.
yeah, that's illegal.
Yes, it is.
But we're gonna keep investigating this crime scene next time.
Oh boy, Sogi, why?
No.
That fucking sucks. I hate it.
Yes, I agree. Why does everyone have to die?
He really was the Mia of this game.
Oh, unfortunately.
God damn it.
Unfortunately.
I'm genuinely upset.
I understand.